to this bar. No matter what comes or goes, nothing will ever change. And to you, our new good friend,
Karl Marx.
Charles Marx. So anyway, thinking of taking a nap. Seems I haven't slept since I came here yesterday morning.
You know, come to think of it, I haven't slept either. Something about sleeping in a bar just seemed uncivil.
Plus, I'd feel really weird sleeping now with this creepy guy here.
Oh. I don't think you're creepy, Karl Marx. You just seem really overdressed for summer in Virginia.
Right, well, these are the clothes I left London in, and I don't have a suitcase.
Oh, well, take off your coat and stay a while. Here, have a gravy beer on the house.
So what brings you out this way?
Communism. I have literature. It's a new concept I've been tinkering with. It's not really taking in Europe, but I've got a feeling this country's going to go nuts over it.
Did you lose something, Cliff?
I hope not. I poured a rat poison gravy beer from a Gurk, and I left it right here on that bar, and I don't know where it went.
Maybe one of the pirates took the rat poison gravy beer.
Maybe you left it on the bar here. That's where I found this rat poison gravy beer.
Oh no, Corporal!
What?
Daddy! Poisonous!
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. You don't even know that that's a rat poison gravy beer. Is this going to be like the time I wasn't home one afternoon, you just assumed I'd fallen down a well and drowned?
Maybe.
Dad, I was at school. I told you I was going to school. I even left several notes around the house.
But you had just gone to school the day before. I didn't think
Tuesday!
Well, Scarlett, maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. Either way, I don't feel like I'm dying.
Well, actually, it won't set in for a moment yet. Then your airway will become obstructed by your flaccid tongue. Breathing will become difficult. You'll have abrupt abdominal pain, watery diarrhea, vomiting, and hypotension. Blood circulation may increase, and you'll get a lot of horrifying visions of things to come. Then you'll die.
How do you know all of this?
Oh, have you ever been to Germany?
Do I have a chance, Charlie?
Maybe. Barkeep, do you have any leeches?
No, Daddy, you don't even know that you drank the rat poison gravy beer. You don't even know that you're dying. Let's retrace your steps. Here.
Ah, yes, I felt a toast in the works. So I took a rat poison gravy beer from atop the bar, and I said...
But we all took gravy beers off the bar, Dad. It's just as likely that any of us drank it. You are just highly susceptible to the power of suggestion.
I can feel my airway becoming obstructed by my flaccid tongue. So I'll be brief. We both knew that when I was born, I wouldn't be around forever. Though I love you very much, you have Magellan to take care of you now.
Oh, Dad. Magellan can't even take care of himself. Besides, he's out lost in the woods now. We'll probably never see him again.
Who's Magellan?
Only the finest soldier to fall in love with my darling Scarlett. He took a musket ball to the gut and still he came back for her.
He's a trooper, our little guy.
But he's not in love with me, Dad. I keep telling you this. He's just playing the games with you to get out of marrying me.
He's in love with you, Scarlett. He's in love with you. Everybody's in love with everyone.
But you said you loved only me.
I never said that!
What you're saying is absurd, Herr Corporal. Everyone doesn't love everyone. People kill each other.
Nonsense!
Yeah, Dad, it's true. I don't love Karl Marx here.
Stubborn Scarlett, of course you do. You just need to encourage that love.
What are you doing?
What? Oh, I'm just putting on my point-proving gloves.
What point are you going to prove?
That you're all going to pay attention to me no matter what I'm doing because you're all completely interested in what I have to say. See? If I'm wrong, why are you listening, Scarlett? Why are any of you listening?
Pity.
Boredom.
I work here.
I feel like proving my point.
If you'll excuse me, ladies, my hemorrhoids are killing me.
Not that I need to convince you further, but in the interest of filling time until Magellan returns, I'd like to perform an experiment to prove that I can force love.
Keep in mind you're still dying, right?
Oh, of course. I bet that I can make our friend Charlie Marx fall in love with the vat of gravy beer.
Dad, your gambling addiction is just getting out of hand.
Well, besides that, everybody loves gravy beer.
Oh, I'm not talking about how a Yankee loves his pillaging. I'm talking about a love like a husband has for a wife. You know, like you and McGurk have.
Puddles, I have itches I can't scratch.
McGurk, you've got to be kidding me. There's got to be something better to do in the afterlife than hang around in my bar.
Dad, you've always got your crazy ideas. But if you could force love, then why did Mom...
Get kidnapped by pirates? I don't know. It's my current theory they are attracted to her rhubarb natural order.
This is all very interesting, but I have no idea what any of you are actually talking about.
See, he thinks that he could...
Wait. What's the wager first?
How about if the corporal wins, he gets to not die?
I'll tell you what, Corporal. If I win whatever it is we're betting on, you and America have to adopt my communist plan.
I don't know how I feel about plans.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine as long as it doesn't take away my acres of cotton fields or my volunteer workers.
Okay, so what do we get if the corporal wins?
A dinosaur!
Yeah, but what type of dinosaur?
A live one! With teeth!
All right, Dad, so what's your plan?
Simple. If you want someone to fall in love with something, you merely take it away.
What?
At first, I was adamant about not marrying your mother. I was trying to gnaw through those handcuffs for months. And then, just as your granddaddy and I were pacing off for a duel, he had an epiphany and forbade me from ever seeing her ever again. At first, I was delighted. But then suddenly, her absence darkened my soul like a harmless rain cloud over a doomed picnic. That's when I pulled out my umbrella and I ran up to him. I begged, please, just let me see her again, just once. But he said no, he'd have none of me. So soaking wet, I went home and determined if I were to become mayor, your granddaddy would surely let me marry his daughter. So, to get in with the political machine, I decided to marry the mayor's daughter. Luckily, at the time, your granddaddy was mayor of the town, and your mother's sister was quite a funny lass. She'd have nothing to do with old Corporal. Oh, no. But I got my revenge when I married her sister. Several years later, Scarlet.
Well, it's a fascinating philosophy, Corporal, but you can't remove the gravy beer from a tavern. It's like, removing the women from a brothel, or the wood from a brothel.
I don't think he's falling in love with her, Dad.
Love? The vat of gravy beer? Is that what this is all about? Well, this is ludicrous. To think that I would fall in love with something just because it isn't directly in my line of sight. It's preposterous.
See, Dad? Now we'll have to change our entire governmental structure.
Oh, don't worry about it. The volunteer workers will take care of it. But don't don your future seeing eyeglasses quite yet, Scarlet. I'm still in this one.
I kind of miss the old vat. Not that I love it or anything, but it was nice knowing it was there.
You're just trying to manipulate me. I care about that vat as much as any of you, probably more. And sure, I miss its calming presence and the way it would look at you like there wasn't another man in the world. But to say that I loved it. Man can't love things. Things are meant to be shared by all and belong to no one. The very idea that I could love such as whorish property such as that is insulting.
We're on our way, Scarlet.
I have to admit, Dad, you might be right about this one. It's kind of making me uncomfortable.
You're a far smarter woman than Pug, Scarlet. Still have a lot to learn about people. But still, as my breathing's becoming more difficult, I feel my time in this bar going to be quite short. Please, Scarlet, take down my memoirs so that you and Magellan's navigationally challenged children will know the tale of Corporal John C. Armrest, dinosaur wrangler extraordinaire.
I don't have any paper.
Oh, that's fine. Just try to remember this all. Exactly. When I was born into this world, they didn't have a pair of...
This is all so absurd. I never even thought about the vat of gravy beer while I was there, but now that it's gone, its memory consumes me. Is it possible that I was in love with it all along and I'm just, in its absence, realizing it? No. Impossible. It's just a thing, a stagnant entity of steel and hops, unable to ever express what it truly wants to say. Unable to show us what it really wants us to know. Is it that not someone like myself? Forever trapped and misunderstood? Are we then soulmates, Gravy Beer? Are you somehow the unseen angel that has guided me to this place? Come back, sweet vat of gravy beer. You are my poison, and I love you.
If only I could best Magellan in these games. I try and I try, but his skills are inhuman. He's like an immortal Onkysaurus.
Yeah, would that make you a crumbly Astrodon?
Sounds delicious.
Please, Pug, just let me see it.
I think I need to check with the corporal first. He's a little crazy.
Plastic Pug, you can stand between my love and I no longer.
Why is it all guys have to get intense and creepy when they're in love?
Okay, alright, I'm sorry. Pug, you're right. I can't let the vat of gravy beer see me like this. A trip to the loo will help me regain my focus.
Max is dead.
What's that?
Oh, he's passed out in a pile of his own vomit and watery diarrhea.
So he drank the rat poison gravy beer.
Max? You're alive!
I felt myself getting ill, so I induced vomiting and watery diarrhea. Luckily, I seem to have survived. It could have easily gone the other way. I would be ashamed to die right now as I finally found a reason for living. Corporal, you won the bet. I love the vat of gravy beer, and you and Scarlett shall both be welcome at our wedding.
Well, that's foolishness. I mean, a man can't marry a vat of gravy beer. Bug, get the grill ready for my dinosaur.
I love it. I want to be with it, always.
Corporal, you've obviously proven your point. Can we bring the vat back out now?
Yeah.
Surely, if the grill's ready.
Yes.
A round for everyone.
Yay!
No! How dare you! This is not some whore to be shared by committee. I love it. This is my soulmate that you're dipping into like a harlot.
Jeez, it was just an experiment and now it's over. Let it go.
Besides, even if you love it, you can't marry a vat of gravy beer. Men marry women. The idea. What would she wear? What would they drink at the wedding too?
Wow! But I must! This is, what? Am I some guinea pig to be tested on and then discarded?
Whoa, settle down, Charlie, settle down! You're freaking everybody out! Relax, have a gravy beer! Have a gravy beer!
Not like this. You people disgust me!
He's really upset.
Feel kind of bad.
Maybe we shouldn't have toyed with his emotions like that. My God.
You know, it can't be too late to turn it around, right? Corporal, there's got to be a way to make somebody fall out of love.
Hey, wouldn't that just be...
No. Two wrongs make a right.
Well, there is a way. Oh, that would never work.
Will you just tell us?
The only way to make someone fall out of love is to make them fall in love with someone else.
Oh, so we take someone else away. Come on.
No, don't be ridiculous. Whoever we choose to be his future bride, we must push her in his face unrelentingly, make her seem like the greatest woman ever to be born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I apologize for the outburst, friends.
Oh, it's fine. We're sorry. Yeah.
But you see how my love is true.
Oh, of course we do. Of course.
Yes.
I only wish for it that she felt the same way.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how she's been, coming and going. She's just flaky. She's never around when you need her to be.
Right.
I know what you're trying to do, Corporal. You want me to move on to a love that you see fit. A love to a woman, perhaps, of some sort. But I can't help the way things went. My mind obsesses with the vat of gravy beer. I can't get it off my mind. I mean, surely this must be true love.
Oh, none of us doubt that it's true love. We were just hoping to tell you about our other friend, right?
Yes, our friend named Betsy.
Ross! Bitsy Ross!
Betsy
She's
Ross.
a little older
her, but oh man.
Oh, but she's nice.
Oh, she's really nice.
Funny.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Oh, and
too. She's also
definitely alive.
yes.
She is definitely alive.
She's
And
alive.
she can sew.
Oh, and she single-handedly won us the Revolutionary War.
That's right. We were in a real tough spot after we were betrayed by
Benedict Arnold.
Yes.
And then she just
Crushed his head like a rhubarb pie.
Yeah, she's
Really,
great.
she's
So
quite a catch, this
She's
Peachtree
really
Benson.
great.
wonderful.
Interesting. You say she was involved in a revolution?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe. But don't let that dissuade you.
Right.
No.
She'll keep a fine house. You really should jump on this opportunity. Charlie, I mean...
Yes. She sounds fine. But tell me more of this revolution. And Pug, could you lend me a gravy beer from that,
The vat of gravy beer?
Yes, right. So, Corporal, Scarlet, you say there was a revolution here?
Yeah, almost 100 years ago, but there's one going on right now.
Tell me everything. So, Scarlet, you say the people of the South became fed up with the tyranny of the North and organized their own revolution? And Corporal, you say the revolution began because Jefferson Davis chopped down Abraham Lincoln's cherry tree?
It's pretty much how I remember it.
Fascinating. So it is as if the discrepancy is between the bourgeois, but is costing the lives of the proletariat. But the proletariat must fight it because of America's particular phase of development. This leads to a tightened grip by the bourgeoisie, which will constitute the transition to the abolition of all classes into a classless society.
Oh, no, Charlie, you got it all wrong. Ben Franklin chopped down the cherry tree, but Alexander Hamilton already shot him for it, so everything's settled.
Everything may be settled, but it needs to be unsettled. There's a fire in my belly that I haven't felt since I first read Hegel. I thank you, Corporal and Scarlet, for stoking my fire. And you, my sweet. I fear it was not meant to be. I thought I was in love with you, but my work is out there. And I have a wife.
We'll make it a megalosaurus. I don't take anything but a megalosaurus.
Wow. I can't believe it was that easy. I guess Corporal's right. Love is a sham.
I didn't say that. I said get the grill ready for my megalosaurus. Megalosaurus chops.
You know, Dad, you didn't prove your point, actually. We tried to force Marx to fall in love with Betsy Ross, but he ended up falling in love with the idea of revolution.
Bah! He's completely misguided. That noodle-armed Lincoln could never chop down a cherry tree.
But his love of revolution was one that made him feel good and excited, not like the love which we forced upon him, which only made him feel frustrated and confused.
Clearly he was confused. It's a vat of gravy beer.
Ridiculous.
Speaking of which...
Oh.
Where am I?
Magellan! Where have you been, man? Have a gravy beer.
Oh, yeah. I just kept wandering farther and farther and... I ended up back here.
You knew about the musket ball! That's 5 you bet to me, Magellan! Only 20 games left, Pug!
Musket ball, where is it at? I can't tell you, but my guess is Magellan's belly. Musket ball, so much fun with the musket ball belly.
You sing like an angel, Pug. You know, good but not great.
Thanks, McGurk.
Who's McGurk? No, I'm Magellan. Remember?
Of course I remember you, Magellan. You only left a couple hours ago. Would you like another gravy beer? You've got to be thirsty.
I don't think I should really drink during comedy.
Okay, on to the next challenge. This, an old favorite from my college days. You'll remember this one. Count the corporal's arm hairs.
There are so many.
And there's only going to be more the longer you delay, Magellan.
Don't you think it's weird how Magellan gets lost on his way to the bathroom, but he's found his way to this remote bar 3 separate times?
Weird. I think it's plumb bizarre you guys even found this bar in the first place, you know?
It must be fate.
I mean, maybe when it's all over we'll find out.
Oh, you mean the end of the games?
Yeah, but I guess I meant the end of all of us being together, you know?
Oh. Yeah, well, I'm not in any hurry to leave, you know?
Oh, good, because the first 4 months were really boring, and I like you guys a lot.
Would you hold still? Where did you get this coat?
My arm got tired.
When you move your arm, I have to start all over again.
Well, then, I guess this is just going to be rather difficult, isn't it, Magellafish?